Well, hello everyone, it's Kevin here. Today, I want to talk about country music. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you guys my picks for my top 10 songs that I think you can break out at a party or a wedding that would be good to sing along with. These are great anthems from country music that you can put your arms around your fellow friends and family and guests and just kind of belt out the lyrics to. These are the kind of jams that if you drop one at dinner time, you're gonna have people swaying in their seats, singing every single word. Now, if you're new to country, you probably know some of these songs already. You've probably heard them before. Maybe you just don't know the names of them, but here's my collection of top 10. Now, if you're old to country, if you're already a fan, if you already know country music and play a lot of events, then a lot of these aren't going to be new to you, and they might even be a little bit basic. But trust me when I say that most people in the United States will know these songs, and probably many of them are well known worldwide, and they will sing along with them. So let's get into it. Now, we're talking about the top country songs that you can sing along with. And these are just my top 10 picks. So let's take a look at them. I'm going to build the playlist as we go so you guys can see as we drop them into the playlist. So first up on my list is an old John Denver classic, Take Me Home Country Roads. Now, this one, and I'll just explain real quickly. You'll see sometimes I have these square brackets where I have little comments about the track. So in this case, in means that there's a DJ intro. It's an intro edit. It's got a little bit of a drum pattern at the beginning, and usually there's an outro at the end to help me mix. And these are available through DJ pools like DMS, Direct Music Service. So I'm going to use Country Roads right here and put that in my top country sing-alongs. Now, this one, Take Me Home Country Roads, it's from 1971 by John Denver, and this one is such a great song. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. You'll instantly have people swaying to it, and I think this one could be dropped at the end of the night as a closer. It could be used, at a wedding. It could be used to spruce up a dinner, like a dinner party, or if you're doing a wedding and there's a dinner, definitely could be something you drop in, and everybody knows it, everybody loves it. But I would reserve it probably for the dance floor. I think that's where it really manifests itself best. So just a second of this. I think you guys would know this song, and everybody knows, of course, all the lyrics. So there's my first on my top 10 list. Okay, next up is a little bit of Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. Now, this one is such a jam. Everybody knows it. Oh, and by the way, you notice how this one has in and then /RDRM. That means redrum. And a redrum is just, hey, I've got a song, and I take a song and I take it into a production software like Ableton or something, and I add a more pronounced drum bass pattern or snare, snappy snare to the song. So it's a little better for dancing, a little bit more festive. Usually doesn't, it's not a whole remix or anything. So anyway, I'm going to use Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks from 1990 as my next pick there. And I just noticed in my music library, I've got this year. This is incorrect. You know what? I'm going to do a quick aside here while you guys are here. Low Places, and this is what I do whenever I bring in a song into my library. I look it up, and I typically look at the like Google will have a little bit of information about the song, sometimes the lyrics and such, but I look down at, I try to find the Wikipedia article, and I look at when the song was released. Looks like 1990. So I was right in my redrum here, but not in my original version. So let me just update my music library. Look at that. I did a little aside project there, but sorry about that, taking you long. But hey, it's good for you guys to see because that happens. That's reality, right? Okay, I'm going to take this here and put that in my top country sing-alongs. And this one, surely you guys know it. It's super popular, but just in case, here's just a second of it. And This one, it's got a little bit of a slower start, of course, and it's kind of slow all told, but the redrum helps pick it up a little bit, so you could dance a little bit to it. But this one is a great song to drop in the middle of an event. Everybody's going to stop and sing along, and it's kind of a good song, definitely for a song list of sing-alongs like this. Okay, my next pick is a throwback jam, and it is Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. Now this one, for sure, is it's a little bit older, but everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. It's a short song. It's only, what, 2.5 minutes long. Okay, it's a little longer than I thought originally. I thought it was really a short song. Some of Johnny Cash's songs are really short, but you could have picked a couple of his, like I Walk the Line or whatever, but this one I think is just perfect for this list. So, and the redrum's a little bit funky. It's got a little bit of hi-hat in there, but I like it a little more festive. And listen to those, I guess they're trumpets. I mean, wow, right? Very, very good song, and everybody knows the words there. And it's just something that'll just compel you to sing along with it. So it's perfect for our list. All right, so continuing on our list, our journey into sing-alongs of the country genre, my next one is a little Hank Williams Jr., and I'm going to pick Family Tradition. And this song, if you don't know it, okay, it's another throwback, a little bit of a throwback. It's 95. This one is such a good jam because it brings everybody together, and I think what it does is it crosses generations. So here's a little bit of it if you know it. It's just a good, feel-good, great little message also in the story. Great sing-along song. Okay, thank you, Hank Williams Jr. All right, the next one. This one is Kenny Rogers, and I'm going with The Gambler. So The Gambler is a great jam. I'm going to go ahead and play a minute of that, or a second of that. And I got this great, sick drum beat on the redrum here. It's almost like a march. Anyway, The Gambler, great song. Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Great little adages for life in some of these songs, right? All right, so we got The Gambler, and you know what I did? I missed putting in. Did I miss Family Tradition? I missed Family Tradition. Sorry, guys. See, when you're building a playlist, make sure to put your songs in the playlist, right? All right, cool. We got Family Tradition. All right, so back to the list. After Gambler, we're going to do a little bit of Alabama, classic country band that would have, anybody's list, I'm sure would have some Alabama on it, but I'm going with Dixieland Delight. Okay, this one is such a jam. And I'm sure you guys have heard it at a sporting event, maybe, if you're an Alabama fan. But this one, a great sing-along song. And, that one, it's very versatile. You could drop it into a lot of different sections of your party, or a lot of different times through the party or through the event. Okay, guys, Alabama's Dixieland Delight, 1983. Great sing-along song. Okay, what's next? Next, this one, a little bit, not a classic one that you would pick maybe, but I think it's a party jam, and I think it should be played at any party where you have folks excited about a little bit of country music sprinkled in or whatever. This is Red Solo Cup by Toby Keith. This one, here's just a second of that. Maybe you recognize that little guitar riff there. Red Solo Cup, I Lift You Up. This one is such a good song, and it just compels people to go have another drink at the bar or imbibe a little bit and get into the spirit of the festivities. So great song by Toby, and I think it belongs on our list here. Next is the mighty Dolly Parton and Jolene. So here's a little bit of that one. So this one, obviously another anthem kind of song. And I think those are really popular when you kind of have a story behind it. So this one definitely has a story behind it. And Dolly's iconic voice that you can't, you know it instantly when you hear it. She has a lot of great ones, but I think this one belongs on the list. I almost put on here, I almost went with, guys, 9 to 5, which was actually a theme song of a movie that she also did in the 80s. That song, I think, just really has a great beat to it and gets people moving, but it doesn't get the same reception in terms of sing-along that I get with Jolene. People love this song. In fact, people will stop what they're doing to sing along with this song. So that's a perfect fit for our list here. All right, next one is a very similar, in a similar vein, and this is Fancy by Reba McEntire from 1990. I'm going to go ahead and play just a quick snippet of this. All right. Now, Fancy, of course, is also a song about, it's a story song, if you will, a little bit of an anthem from that regard. And people love to sing along with it. People love to karaoke this song. In fact, all these songs, have you probably see them on a karaoke list here and there. But this is a great song for group sing along as well. It's got a kind of some attitude to it. I like it too, from that regard. And then finally, guys, on my tour here, the top 10 list of country songs to sing to is a little bit of Jimmy Buffett, because gosh, how can you talk about country without bringing in the party man himself, Jimmy Buffett? And I'm going with Margaritaville, and I'm going to use the re-drum here. I got a couple versions, as you can see there, but way back in 1977, this song came out, and man, what a great jam this is. You got to recognize those steel drums, and instantly you're transported to the Caribbean, and you're having fun, and what a good party song to sing along to. Any case, that is my top 10 picks for country songs to sing along to. Now, I have some honorable mentions. There were definitely songs that it was on a fence, or I was like, ooh, I can't include this because I'm at 10. I mean, you fill up 10 spots pretty quickly. So I've got just a couple here, a few songs that are honorable mentions that I'll pop into here, and we won't go over them too much. But first, I feel like having some old Taylor is worth it. So I'm going to put on Love Story by Taylor Swift. That one is a good sing-along. I also feel like, and this could also double as a slow song, and it's been used a lot in 2019, 2020 as a slow song to dance to, but it's Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. He's also got some other really good slow songs that would be great sing-alongs, but I think Tennessee Whiskey, people love to sing that. It's also a karaoke song that pops up here and there. And then finally, this one is probably more of an alternative song, indie song, but it's Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show. And the reason I'm kind of calling it an honorable mention is it crosses over, especially since Darius Rucker did a cover of it, which I don't like as much as the Old Crow Medicine Show original, but this one is such a it's such a great song, such a great sing-along, and a lot of people consider it country because it's kind of got a acoustic kind of sound to it, and it's got like a country vibe to it, I guess you could say. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my top 10 plus a few honorable mentions for country songs to sing along with. I hope you maybe found a new song that you really liked, or maybe you're just interested in some of these that you didn't realize that they were good sing-along songs for your events. But in any case, let me know in the comments below what you think about this list and what you would put on the list. What kind of songs do you think are maybe missing from a top 10 sing-along country list, okay? Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.